Howdy everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 26 of Starsector, which originally aired live on Twitch. For now, I am going to stick everyone, all combat into storage, because we're waiting, oops, I'm over capacity. We're waiting for a few days, or a month basically, and I don't want to keep a bunch of ships running for a month for no reason. Put my AI cores away, and I'm gonna put everything away and then take out the stuff I want to sell. So sort, sell that, and sell that. All right, cool. I'm way over personnel as well. Fine. Give me 900. All right. Here we go. Just me and support ships. That's about basically it. Actually, let me grab that Dominator that still has demods so I can remove that last demod from it. That makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. Alrighty. So colony threats, let's reanalyze. We've got 1 month until the big one hits. The hegemony are not as big. The other curious thing is, okay, so heavy industry will finish up before the second, but not before the first. I probably also could put in the corrupted nanoforge already. So let me do that now. So the storage, nanoforge. Also the drone, combat drone replicators I could probably use as well, because I don't think I've put them in. So that would be here in the heavy batteries. And let's go to poetic. So the heavy batteries already have it, but here's the heavy industry installing the nanoforge. So the nanoforge increases the ship and weapon production quality by 20%. Because I can remove demods, that's not super important, but it does also make the patrols that I get stronger. And then the cryo, hang on 1 second. So this gets put into patrol, military, or high command in hot or extreme heat. So I'd like to put a military base. I'd like to upgrade that to a military base as soon as I can for protection's sake, because enemies are going to be coming from my heavy industry like you know, like they're foaming at the mouth soon. I think I also need to hire one more admin, right? Because I'm probably governing too many planets. So let me poke around. I'm gonna go to MERPs to try to install the combat drone. Yeah, like moths to a flame, exactly. Yeah. Especially Pathers. Now that I have the planet really cranking out ships and all that, the Luddites are gonna go crazy and want to kill me. Very much so. Oops, wrong one. Ground defenses, combat drone. And let's upgrade to batteries. Okay, cool. For stability. There's still another industry that I could do here. I could do mining because there's some minerals. It's not that great, but there's minerals and there's volatiles. So actually doing mining industry here next, I wouldn't. Oh no, am I? I'm already doing mining. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I actually don't think that there's anything to put here on MERPs, at least for now. Maybe a Coureuse sleeper. Oh, and I forgot. Let's hop from planet to planet, seeing if there's any administrators that I can hire. So one of the advantages of the administrators, if we take a look at the planets that I own, I'm currently administrating 3 of them at a penalty, and I don't want that penalty. So let's get some admins. Hire one. Merc officer. A timid merc officer? Yeah, no thanks. I saw in chat you guys were mentioning that for carriers, timid is not a bad call. It also affects the behavior of the fighters and bombers. So it's not a bad call, but it's not necessarily all that efficient either. It keeps them from doing combat a lot of the times, I've found. Sometimes it's better to have steady or even more aggressive carriers. Otherwise, they'll just sit back and never deploy their fighters to anyone. What are the chances I actually find an administrator? Can't each admin take care of 2 planets? I don't think so. I think they can only take care of 1. They're one that they're assigned to. Maybe I'm wrong. No, yeah, only 1. The player can take care of 2, 3 if you get a certain point, skill point. All right, I haven't checked with Zangspur, but basically not finding any administrators here. Hi, Tusk, come here. What's going on, girl? Hi. Range specialization for timid. No. All right. "41 light years away, decline. 48 light years away, decline. 23 light, okay. She doesn't have any bounties nearby. She a husky? She is not a husky. She's a Tusky. That's her name, Tusk. Oh, the Persian League expedition is in here already. All right, let me get over to Boomloaf quick, because this is about to be a fight. They got here way faster than I think they were projected to. I don't know, maybe it just has been that long. Am I governor of the heavy industries planet? No, I'm actually not. I should be. Let me put this guy in charge of Zangspur. Alright, let me get my big fleet out. Storage. I'll spare no expense. Because why go cheap, right? So storage for fleet. Take. Oh boy. All right. Crew, fuel. It's not enough. Still not enough. So much more crew needed. Oh, it's disgusting. $3,700. And supplies, let's get an extra 1,000. Save? I'm gonna double back up this save. And then we're gonna have to find this Persian inspection. All right, before anything else, let me put pilots in here. So, Kadath, you get that. The Matane will get, you. 0 day. Angier. Bang face. And oh, they all got repaired. They're all up to snuff. There's no all right, energy weapon mastery in a dominator feels wrong, so let me see if I can't fix that. There we are. All right, where is this? I think they're already at poetic. Let's ride. Nope. They are in system though. Right? Yeah, in system. Fairly capable expeditionary force heading to poetic. Ah, here it is. Hi there. Oh, you are small. Oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Just me and my big homies coming to smush you. Hi, puppy. You want more peanuts? Here's more peanuts. Here. Yoda, you want peanuts? Peanuts for everybody. No visual contact yet. Whoa! You don't need all those missiles. Chill with that. Alright, here is their core of their fleet coming up the middle. Using fortress shields because they were ganking my flux there. Alright, one griffin down. Ow. Freaking griffin missile spam. Real pain when you're trying to lose flux. Alright, where... Okay, it's really only this griffin. And then a bunch of destroyers. This griffin, or this heron rather, is in like full retreat. You'll have to fight me eventually, dude. Stupid rocket bombers. Oh. Yeah, this is not gonna fare well for this little guy. This little gremlin. There's nowhere that's safe, dude. It's all lasers. All the way down. Yep, see? All lasers, I told you. They're retreating. Stupid rocket bombers. I can't chase that heron because it's faster. So here's little tempests. I mean, there's no match for this ship, but they do know how to keep themselves alive most of the time. Tempests are smart ships. Are you in danger? Nah. No flux used even. Oh, yes, burn drive, baby. Love to see it. My legion's actually trying to kill things. All right, let me turn off all my weapons so that I can zero flux speed up. Because I'm actually faster than this Heron when this Heron has, don't do it. No. Stop it. No retreat. Lasers, go for the Heron. What are you doing? Maybe it's not in range. Oh, so disappointing. Wanted to kill it so bad, but it's about to retreat. Yep, there it goes. Okay, whatever. Got out. Pursue them. Second in command will do it. Here, you guys go smush. I don't care about their ships. And the Persian League doesn't much like that I smashed up their fleet. So how long do I have for the hegemony? Not very long. I might actually go out and try to find them myself rather than wait for them to come to me so that I can save some time. No, what? How'd everything get out of sorts? Alright, what do I need? I need fuel and supplies. So much of it. My poor, poor bank account. But let's go kill some hedge. So they are 17 days away. So what is that? That's like they're about here somewhere. Is there anything I can do meaningful while waiting for them? Let's go to that Gamma Thalos Distress call. Maybe there's some pirates that think that they're gonna get one up on us and they'll get smoked. Oh, you're a pirate, aren't you? Yeah, bye-bye. I will do it myself. They're coming here because I had a free port, and they're cracking down on drug use of that free port city. So they're coming to me. They picked this fight. For the record. I don't think me moving at 85 speed is going to catch anyone, though. Just that one Colossus that got smoked. Alright. Claim. Alright, let's go to the distress. Oh boy, that is a big fleet. This is a big fleet. All right, everybody stick with me. It is like, what was that, 5 Atlases? And just like hundreds of other ships? And I'm not even 100% repaired? Nice. What do I want? I want the Sensor Jammer Delta, if possible. And this is a distress signal. I love how the game's just like, distress. Well, I hope the legions are up for it. It's a trap. Oh yeah. That is a big fleet. My goodness. I'm glad I'm commissioned with Tritac. They're gonna pay big for this if I survive. So I decided not to go to the Sensor Jammer because most of their ships are probably going that way. Because it's a higher priority. So I'm going to come here to cut down as many of their small ships as I can to get through their overwhelming numbers. They just have like mass ship spam. And I'm just going to have to be atypically capable of maintaining my flux. Focus on it more than I normally do. So after this enforcer, I will vent. I'll just vent now. Yep, it was a good time. There's all the Atlases with their squalls, so they're going to just be bombarding with missiles. Until I can snipe them. The Enforcer's hanging behind. You know what? I can reinforce with... I'm going to wait a second to kill one to reinforce with something better. Take out the Atlases and I'll be able to add ships to the... Oh, not yet. Thought that would have given me a reinforcement point. Nope, still not yet. Alright, I'm gonna Fortress Shield up for a second. Ditch some flux. Line up my next shot. Alright, here comes the squall spam. I need to lose flux. I didn't realize there was one behind me, so let me add some ships. I need this one gone. You do not bring me joy. Goodbye. There we go. A Legion's about to go kaputskis. I don't think there's anything I can help about that. I don't know how that Atlas got behind me. Oh, God. That Legion blew me up to... That sucks. My own Legion just blew me up. Good flying, Cap. Ace work. And the other Legion's gone too. Yeah, I'll probably not be keeping the results of this battle, but I will play this out anyway. I feel like I've been doing well, just I need to get to issue more commands for the other ships that are not so smart. the sheer spam amount of stuff they're sending at me, there's like almost no room for breathers. My Sunder just blew itself up. I thought I cut my shields out in time to not overload, but I missed it by a quarter second. Now I'm just a sitting target here. Alright, my ship is basically just nuts and bolts in close orbit to one another. But the bulk of their fleet is gone. Like, this is winnable. I just am not going to accept their results unless the legions are recoverable. Even if the legions are recoverable, the damage dealt to personnel and all that is probably not worth keeping the results of anyway. This is not like I'm going to want an Atlas as a trophy for winning. Because Atlases suck, but when you spam them, they're pretty good. Ah, shields. Well, my haul of 1,000, here we go. Lots of duct tape, yeah. Oh, I have officially won. Yeah, that Legion blowing me up sucked. Unbelievable amounts of, like, the vast majority of damage dealt to my ship was actually my own ship blowing up next to me. I can get both legions back. But this is what I win for having a crazy amount of damage, right? It's a commission. It's a lot of experience, granted, but it's a commission of 23,000 to lose 2 D-mods on the Legion right before I have to fight the hegemony? No, unfortunately, no. Is the one? Yeah, that's right before it. Still, well fought. But man, that Legion really took me out. The friendly fire, friendly proximity explosion. What is with the load time? Well, I won't be going to that, Yo, you, get out. Oh, you're a mercantile. I'll let you live. We'll just wait around for time to elapse for the hegemony so I can get back to finding Cilla. So they are here in 10 days. That's not very long. And they're heading to Boomlope. So I should hang around Boomlope. Or just the jump point. I'll just spawn camp their jump point. The heavy industry at Poetic is now done. I'm immediately going to do it Orbital Works. So heavy industry allows you to manufacture ships. The way you do that is to go to custom productions. And then in custom productions, you can order ships to be made. Like this. So I just ordered a Doom. Confirm. I will take a Doom. What else do I want? You have to pay for it, of course, but kind of nice, right? There's actually not much else I'd want to make. No. I think I could make the Dominators really, really strong by ordering ship parts, but I'm not going to focus on that right now. We'll just have one Doom ordered. Oh, we randomly went to war with Hedge 6 days before they show up here. Okay. Works for me. So having the heavy industry is going to be really nice. Kind of sus there. Well, that's Tritac going to war with... Oh, they're here. That's Tritac going to war with the Hedge at the same time that they're coming to violate my authority over my own space. And they're this way. I'm seeing the comms bubbles or whatever. Oh, no, that's not them. It's gonna be like, that's not a big enough fleet. Oh, where are they? I don't see any signature for them yet. What? They got defeated on their own? Yo, what? I hung out here for nothing? Alright, well, I'm getting out of here. Going back to my questing. Commerce just finished at Zangspur, so that's going to be helpful. Given my money of 0. Let me fix that. Storage. Leave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll keep the doms on me. The dum-doms. And bring them around. Even though I don't really have the right pilots for it, given that I have energy weapon masteries on most of my dudes. Put one dom away. All right, there we go. This is my fleet. And I want 1,600 troops. Probably don't need that much supplies. Cool. There we are. Confirm. Yep, still a strong fleet, exactly. Repair and leave. So we are heading back to Core Worlds for Cilla. We're heading Israel here. The chevron on the marine image is experience. It's that I've used them in combat multiple times and they're slightly higher level. They're more effective because they're experienced marines. I'll check for admins once I'm down in the Core Worlds. I've checked for admins in my home system already. But I'm very excited about the Zangspur getting commerce now. So let's freeport that. Merps freeported. Boomlope freeported. Poetic freeported. And Night Knave freeported. Alright, cool. Night Knave is now mining already. So you can see I'm supplying organics. And let's get you. I have no money, so never mind. I'm not building anything. But I need to invest some infrastructure in Night Knave because stability is terrible. Ooh, I forgot puppy treats. Hey, dude. Distress call. Yeah, I'm not going back for that. Plus, it's probably a trap. They almost always are. And that massive Atlas. I could not believe how big that fleet was. Yes, I'll shop for tugs while I'm down here. I don't think I can make tugs. I guess I didn't check. Oh, no, I can make tugs. Well, if I can't find tugs to buy down here, I will make my own tugs. Wahalas. That's a really good idea, because I have some deep need for tugs. What are they? Oh. Captain Rhadamant. We have information. What is the information? I think you know perfectly well. You came here to find something. A small smile or someone. It appears you appear to be traveling with purposeful intent after investigative activity at your last stop. My employer believes that you found what you were looking for. Nietzsche, thanks for the resub, by the way. Who exactly is your employer? It's none of your concern. Let's talk about making a deal. I decline the deal. And then they're going to leave. They wanted for me to buy the information about Cilla, but I'm not willing to turn that over. All right. Let me save before this gets weird. No problem, worth every penny. I appreciate that, man. Yoda does too, if you'd look up for a second. All right, not having any money is going to make this a little tricky, but here we are looking for information about Cilla. So as a little reminder about the quest here, let me go over to the quest. Missions, or accepted rather. Search this system that I'm in, talk to people who might be hiding her, search for signs of her research. Well, let me try the pirate base first. Let's talk to the boss. I'm looking for someone named Cilla. He tells me to get lost. I don't really have money for a bribe, but apparently I can go into debt. So, word is the Persian League started asking a lot of questions about someone with that name. And they set up shop on the habitat. So I received data on the Persian League intelligence operation on the habitat, which would be here. So now I know that they're digging their little tendrils in there. Yeah, hydrate. Cheers. All right, so here I've got information that they're here on the habitat. Talking to the Archon. I'm looking for Cilla, and she pretends not to know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and look for more information. And while I'm at it, look for administrators that I can hire. So they're still denying that they have any idea what I'm talking about. And I have to dig up more intel. Yeah. Bunch of pirates coming to mess with me, and then they saw my fleet and they were like, nope. Search for a makeshift hypercom receiver. You assemble your senior officers to discuss the matter of the Cilla related hypercoms directed at the Israel system. A preliminary scan of the Groombridge habitat rotates slowly in the holoprojector's display. Theoretically, your nav officer says, a hyperspace interacting field could be pulsed only periodically. It could be impossible to detect unless we caught it at the right moment, and we don't know the schedule. Comms speaks up. The same principle could also be applied to the intra-system relay. Data could be cached, then pulsed to a habitat, ship, or another relay. Your ops chief speaks, and that reactor shooting rads like it is, no one would look too close or hang around long. Only way is to search. Thoughtful pause. Rad armored drones, one-way trip. If a relay is in there, they'll have a damn strong rad shield. Well, let's look for a damn strong rad shield. Your bridge crew exchanges looks. The captor's giving another one of those orders. At the turn of the next shift, the armored drones are prepared, and your ops chief oversees their deployment. You follow their progress through the projection of Groom Bridge habitat, filling in fuzzy volumes. Shielded from your own scans or too radioactive to get a good read, with sharp details. An anomalous shielded mass is found soon enough in a damaged work bay in close proximity to the deadly core of the station. Tech and comms begins discussing how to breach the hack of the relay. Your ops chief growls an interruption. If I were them, I'd rig it to blow if it got looked at funny. The other officers go quiet. Senior officer speaks up, or sensors officer speaks up. We should just have an intercept of an in-system signal, right? Assuming it's typecast, we could deploy cloud of detectors. Your ops chief looks at your sensors, officers, and sighs. Do it. Within hours of establishing a makeshift detection cloud, the relay sends a comms squirt. Okay. The whiff of an outband signal is projected by your navigator onto your flagship bridge main holo display. The line points towards the habitat. Not quite, but close enough. Maybe a relay in orbit. We just have to follow the path of the beam, your comms officer comments. With two different pieces of evidence, you feel confident that you have sufficient leverage to confront the authorities of the habitat about Cilla. All right. And as you can see, this habitat is actually pointed at the moment towards the other place. So Boomalop just got delivered, and you can pick where you want to deliver stuff, but Poetic just made stuff and delivered to Boomalop. So that's the weapons and the Doom or whatever that I had ordered. It just got made. All right. Opening comms with the Archon. I know Cilla is on the station and I can prove it. The Archon freezes up, stammering, now is the time to drive it home. What inconvenient truth will you reveal to the Archon? Tell the Archon that you know about the League's intel operation here. You explain to the Archon that you have full documentation of the org chart, budget, and watch schedule of the League fleet intel operation on the habitat. There's even a line item for safe house, and it all lines suspiciously close to the cessation of the fleet's intel search for Cilla. You forward the documents you received to drive the point home that you got everything on this sloppy operation by throwing a few credits around in the system. You hint that a Pather cell could do with this information. The Persian League doesn't seem to be taking the habitat security very seriously. The Archon clenches his jaw and says under his breath, "They assured me there'd be no problems. They promised." Tell the Archon about the hypercomms relay. As you upload salvage logs, you explain to Archon Titan what they show. That you discovered a secret hypercommunication relay in the derelict Gloombridge habitat, and it's sending periodic transmissions to a repeater close to this habitat. And it, in turn, has been receiving transmissions from an array of probes around a distant star. And this array was compromised by a scavenger on the far end, and the Archon goes pale. So pirates, or even Pathers, could be, and you nod. The Archon shakes his head. How could this happen? They said there'd be no wild experiments. Well, let me see, Cilla. You don't own the Persian League anything. I'm under strict orders to keep intelligence matters of the Persian League policy secrets. The Archon sounds defeated. Orders from Kazaron? I can see who really runs the show. It's not like that at all, the Archon sputters. It's free and proud. Small, yes, but strategically important, and not tied to some nepotic gens politics of Kazaron. His face starts turning red. They don't understand out here. We have to work for a living. So, yeah. The Archon's voice steadies with cold rage that's been building for many cycles, it seems. It's time to show them what this habitat these names, man. Jesus. Take a shuttle and let's go meet Cilla. So he agrees. So meet the Archon and visit the safe house of the Cilla. You step off your shuttle and meet the grim-faced Archon Titan and his entourage. You are introduced to the other 6 members of the Executive Council. The Archon assures you of their full support through a surreptitious eye roll by one of the council members in the back, suggesting that the Archon's enthusiasm is not shared by all. Archon Titan speaks a quiet word into his comm band, and a small squad of diversely equipped militia appears. Captain, let's go see that safe house, he says, and turns to lead your party towards a station transport shaft. The safe house is a low-rent commercial warehouse and a medium security volume of this station ring. The thin bulkheads leave you with just within earshot of the thudding bass of the Twillet entertainment concourse a couple sections over. A score of officials and station militia approach the entrance of the safe house. A standard cargo lock, a trio of lounging League agents leaping to their feet. The station Archon strides forward and, channeling the resentment you stoked, harangues the League's agents for endangering the station, stomping on the rights of League citizenry, and above all else, gross incompetence. The young Kazaronian agents in command wipes a drop of sweat from their foreheads. Archon, we got this. League security demands. No, you don't got this. The operation is riddled with leaks. The Archon glances briefly at you, and your meltdown of an operation is a direct threat to our security. Habitat exerting full sovereign rights in this matter as of now, with full support of the Executive Council. Cheers. Again. The League agent lowers their wavering pistol, and at that, the flanking agents lose strength of their composure. The Archon takes the agent's pistol, checks the safety, then shoves the agent away, leading you to the airlock. The control panel gives way and the executive override codes. The Archon motions for you to pass through the armored doorway. A woman stands before you, holding a datapad, looking quizzically at the newcomers to this place. You look around the dark space, taking in the shadowy equipment racks, humming machines, and cargo crates. A 0G styled hab pod in the corner must be her domestic space. Cilla, I presume. And here she is. Yes, that's me, she says cautiously. And Archon Titan, what do I owe the honor? The Archon nods towards you. Captain Rhadamant, who has a way of poking around in other people's business. Now it's your turn. I have a message for you. The Archon Titan eyes you. A nonverbal inquiry about whether he is intruding. I'll let you two speak privately. Citizen Cilla, I am informing you that you are now under the direct protection of the Executive Council. We're here to ensure the safety of this station, and he casts a glance back at the League agents, and to ensure your rights to freedom of movement as per the Persian League Charter. As if remembering his existence, the Archon slips the League agent's pistol back into his belt, nods, and steps towards the ongoing shouting match back at the airlock. Baird wants me back. Doesn't she? Cilla crosses her arms. Give her Baird's message. You pass the datapad. She takes it to a chair. And, I'm going to wait around. All right. You heard a muffled message. Baird's tone unmistakable. The indistinct outline of Cilla is still listening. Then Baird's speech. It slumps chairs. Minutes away. She hands the datapad back to me. I'll come. Great. Let's go. Okay. But I need Cilla looks over her workbenches, computing array, and projects and various completion. My things. You tell her that you have a special team that is well practiced in moving delicate scientific equipment. In fact, you'll introduce her to your ops chief and make arrangements right now. Within an hour, the full cooperation of the Habitat Executive Council and the station quartermaster, you have Cilla and her equipment packed and transported to my fleet. We got her. Awesome. All right, let's get back to the academy. So we have one of two. The other thing is the scientific information that the hegemony stole, or confiscated rather, when they raided the last provost. So we are done one of the two tasks tasked. Let me see here. I have 220k. I wanted Night Knave to... Let's add a way station. So essentially what happened there was I more or less blackmail / intimidated the Archon of the station. Not screwing him over so much as just like strong-arming him into cooperation. By informing him that he was doing a crap job and that the lackeys under him put the habitat at risk because it had been compromised through tight band waves and, you know, the lack of security and all that. So basically, you know, I definitely crapped on him, but then he realized how bad the Persian League was treating him, so he sort of took over, you know, he grabbed the reins himself. Captain, it is good to see you return. Finally, bring her by shuttle, she says, directly to this docking port. A chime... Okay. You step off the shuttle, thrusters clicking as they cool, followed by Cilla. The scientists have been very quiet on the brief shuttle ride, which has returned her to the academy after her time in hiding. As promised, Baird is waiting with a small group of masked guards and security advisors, or senior advisors. Wave back to Alvis. Why not? I improved my relationship with Alvis. He smiles, and at the wave, our relationship gone up. We're friendly. Cilla nods and acknowledges the words, although occupied, blah, 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 blah. Well, says Baird, I believe you'll find that quite a lot has changed. Alvis, please come back, come forward. Thank you. I understand that you knew Cilla back at the vigorous nod. Well, yes, of course. So they're welcoming her back now, and they're going to show her to the recorders. And of course, Alvis and Baird are hoping that she can, you know, help with everything. Captain, thank you for finding her and bringing her home. She holds up a transport pod. Let us remove a more... yeah, so I'm boarding a transport pod to continue the conversation. Right, buddy? Dogman, thanks for the follow. So, yes, we're passing conduits and vistas visible through the pod's bay windows. And I'm going to say, I don't think the Persian League will be happy. Some among the ranks, yes, a hint of a smile forms on her face. But others, you can see, is the best way forward. Basically, there's some infighting within the Persian League about the leadership of the homeworld and then all of the edge worlds or rim worlds that they're policing. And there's some infighting. Furthermore, sub-factions within the League could not call an open vote on a similar matter so delicate as this. So, Bear's looking at you for a long moment. Cilla never appreciated the gifts the Academy, offered her. It's how she was raised, perhaps. Her insubordination was indulged, became habitual. But with time, she will see what we accomplish. Maybe her higher sense of rationality will win out. I know she is capable of it. Transport pod hisses to a halt, and Baird bolts. Baird leaves. I follow her to the office, and she says she seems to be settling in. The image projects surveillance feed of Scylla's new lab. We will rebuild what we can. Without the archive, it would be inconvenient to recapture certain data. So basically, she's reminding me to grab the archive. And my relationship with her gone up 5. So that's the first 5 relationship I've gained. And then with the independence in general, 3 up to 70. So what I'm left with now is the Kalachor archive. Go to Hybrasil and talk to Ryan. Not her, but some other person that I've not yet met. So let's summarize real quick. We pushed one of the 2 main missions for reopening the gates up. We managed to find Cilla through the exploration route. We also got 3 commerce running. So we have commerce on Merps, commerce on Boomlope, and commerce on Zingspur that just got kicked up. We managed to get, of course, the Paragon, and we actually made a Doom. It's back on Boomlope. I haven't gone to see it yet, but we have a Doom as well. And we have recovered a rather large fleet of Dominators. We started Nightnave, a new world, which is going to serve as a mining world for organics to fuel the cryosleep that we also defeated. And we built a cryosleep facility on Boomlope. And I believe is that the only one? Yeah, that's the only one. We're very, very close. So we also kicked off heavy industry, and we're already upgrading it to orbital works, which is going to allow us to make a lot more ships and have a lot larger patrols. So our typical heavy patrol can be regenerated. And as you can see, as the orbital works, or as the heavy industry becomes orbital works, it will become a larger patrol, a higher quality patrol, and we'll be able to defend ourselves a lot better. And now with that, we can also start manufacturing our own ships, our own cruisers. I don't have any battleship blueprints yet, but that's something I'm probably going to have to go find soon. So that would be the summary of the last 5 hours. I think we are in a very good position to start maybe next stream, if this is voted on for me to continue playing, to AI core, to pull out the current governors I have, give the full middle finger to the hegemony, and to start installing AI cores in all the industries to really kickstart the economy. Because I can now make ships. I can't make battleships, but I can now make enough ships to keep myself protected and to roll with a large fleet. The advantage of the AI cores is it's going to make me a lot more money, which then allows me to roll with a lot larger fleet. And my fleet can now be manufactured at my home world, where the weapons can be manufactured at the home world. So I can become my own militaristic power and not have to, grovel to the hegemony or anyone else. And I did get that nanoforge, and it's already installed. The corrupted one is already installed in the heavy industry here. So we are on the precipice of becoming a bit of a political power. So that's really, really cool. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you like Starsector, make sure to vote for it next time it comes up in the polls. I hope to catch you in another episode, or maybe a live stream. Farewell.